Are you Tony Stank?
Jesus Christ.
I am Iron Man.
Stank, stank, stank.
Genius billionaire playboy philanthropist.
You stank, you stank.
I am Iron Man.
So dumb. Hi everyone, welcome to Stark or Stank. My name is Aaron, and I'm here with Josh.
It fucking gets me every time, especially when we have a little bit of a delay between episodes. I forget how dumb it is, and then it gets me.
Well, here we are, another episode of Stark or Stank. We finally did it after last week. We had to have the week off because there was issues with water. There were water issues.
Water issues
But we're here
is putting
now.
it fucking lightly, I think.
It sure is. We're here now. We're back. We're here to talk about Daredevil Born Again, season
For real
1.
this time.
For realsies this time. No rug
No
pulling.
asterisk on this one.
Just kidding. We're talking about we're talking about Daredevil Born Again, season 1.
If you were going to tell me that we were going to, review the Marvels...
Did you look at my thing that I wrote before you
Yes.
wrote yours?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so all right, fair enough. We both can see. Oh, you can't see.
No, I can't see. You seen these fucking
And you're
things?
not a lawyer. Nothing.
I
I
got
can at
nothing.
least see.
What color is Daredevil's suit?
Purple?
So close.
Damn.
Wait, he can't tell you either.
God damn it.
Can't hear color, can he?
Son of a bitch. Here we go. Daredevil Born Again. Let's talk about it. This had a troubled, production getting to be made. Journey. A troubled journey getting to production. The show was
not even the production, just getting to that point.
Yeah, the show was conceived as a soft reboot of the original Netflix Daredevil series with a comparatively lighter tone. However, in October 2023, it was reported that Marvel Studios had removed head writers Matt Corman and Chris Ord from production, along with some of the series directors, after Kevin Feige and the other Marvel executives watched the first few episodes during the writers and actors strike and didn't like what they saw. Dario Scardapane, who was a writer on Netflix's The Punisher, was hired as showrunner. This marked the first time Marvel Studios had reused staff from a former Marvel television production. So that happened.
I think, not to give the game away, but I think that might have been a good decision.
I think so. All
Bold move here, Cotton. Let's see how it plays out for him.
There's a whole bunch more I gotta say about this, but
really?
just going by that is it's. When it was first reported on that they were going with a lighter tone, making it more Disney-fied, let's say,
Sure.
people were definitely worried about that. And then, he showed up in She-Hulk, and that was good. I liked him in that. But
He's definitely still him, but it is him without the edge.
Yeah, exactly. Then directors Justin Benson and Aaron Moorhead, who previously worked on Moon Knight and the second season of Loki, were hired as directors for the remaining episodes. Sandrine Holt was originally set to replace original Netflix Daredevil actress Ayelet Zura as Vanessa Fisk for this series. However, fan criticism of the recasting, on top of the eventual creative overhaul, led to Zura's return to the role.
I wonder what would stop them from just using the old cast in general.
I mean, the rumor was at the time that she just wasn't available, that she was working on something else.
Right. Well, then, if that's the case and there's just no way around it, then fair enough. But
Yeah. But, that was a rumor, so maybe they just didn't hire her, but
yeah,
who can say? Also, Netflix Daredevil series leads Deborah Ann Wall and Eldon Henson, who played Karen Page and Foggy Nelson respectively, were not originally confirmed to be part of this series, with Wall claiming on Twitter that she had not been contacted by Marvel one way or the other. Following the creative overhaul, they were both set to reprise their roles, along with Wilson Bethel as antagonist Benjamin Bullseye Poindexter.
I keep forgetting his name is Poindexter.
Another person that was not originally coming back was John Bernthal as Frank Castle, because he disagreed with the writer's plans for the character. After the series was retooled, the new showrunner convinced Bernthal to return because they had obviously worked on Punisher previously.
Yep.
The creative overhaul of the show and the return of the original Netflix cast members not previously cast in the series confirmed that the new show would be a serialized continuation of the Netflix storylines. After multiple delays due to these reshoots, the series premiered exactly 10 years after the original Netflix series started.
Oh, fuck. I didn't realize that bit. Jesus Christ. My cells are aging
later.
as we speak.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's...
Yeah.
I think ultimately continuing on from the Netflix stuff is probably for the best. Like, nothing happens in that show that's so ridiculous that you can't have it happen in the MCU. Like, apart from the whole Defenders thing, but we don't talk about Defenders.
It's the fact that they casted Charlie Cox again. Like, that's the main thing. Like,
look, if you're going to keep that, you may as well keep all of it.
Exactly. If you're going to start again, then get a whole new cast and do whatever you want going to do with the character from there.
Don't half-ass that shit.
Yeah, exactly. But if you're going to bring someone back from the original show, then fucking get everyone back. It makes sense to do that.
Yeah, so what? Was the original plan just to get Charlie Cox and D'Onofrio and...
And that was it. Yeah, it is very, very strange.
Not the Deborah and Wall or what's Foggy's actor's name?
Eldon Henson.
Not that they play like massive parts in the entire series, but like it'd be weird if they weren't.
Karen does
Karen's
some shit,
there.
and she's in Punisher as well, and
yeah,
Yeah.
true.
she's around.
Karen was really the Nick Fury of the Netflix stuff.
Sure, yeah. So now let us discuss the episodes of this show, and this is coming from Wikipedia. I will read each episode's synopsis, and then we shall talk about the episodes. Matt Murdock and his friends and legal partners, Foggy Nelson and Karen Page, celebrate the retirement of their NYPD associate Cherry at Josie's bar. They are attacked by their old enemy Benjamin Dex Poindexter, who fatally shoots Nelson. An enraged Murdock, as the masked vigilante Daredevil, fights Dex and pushes him off a roof. Cherry sees Murdock and realizes that he is Daredevil. A year later, Murdock has retired as Daredevil and formed a new law firm with former District Attorney Kirsten McDuffie. Page has moved to San Francisco, and Dex is given a life sentence for his crimes. McDuffie sets Murdock up with therapist Heather Glenn, and they begin dating. After taking time away to recover from vigilante attack, former mob boss Wilson Fisk announces that he... Okay. Interesting.
No, you got to keep going.
All right, former mob boss Wilson Fisk announces that he is running for mayor of New York City with an anti-vigilante agenda. That's a weird...
That's fun to say.
Yeah. In a meeting, Murdock promises to stop Fisk if he steps out of line, while Fisk says there will be consequences if Murdock resumes his vigilante activities. After winning the election, Fisk tells his wife Vanessa that he knows she had an affair with a man named Adam while he was away. That is a lot of shit to happen in one episode.
I forgot that so much happened in one episode.
Yeah. I was like, that's like 3 episodes right there.
Candidate Fisk, are you pro or against vigilantes? You could say I'm vigilante.
Gotcha. Please leave office right now.
Okay.
You're fired.
Shit, well, we've dodged a bullet. I had plans. You don't even know. Yeah, that's a packed first episode, and
That's
they
a lot
really
of stuff.
start with a fucking bang.
The opening of this episode's really cool. We get a one-er, which I always love. It's a pretty good one-er. Yeah, it's a
pretty cool.
multi-story one-er too, which is really good.
Multiple random bystanders fucking eat it. It sucks
Yeah.
for them.
Yeah. Really good intro to the series. I don't love the bit where he's running on the rooftop. Everybody scream your heart out.
Don't stop. You gotta stop. One more time and you'll summon them.
Oh no. Please don't.
Hey, you have kids in the house. That's a problem.
Yeah, that is a real big problem, so I'll definitely not say it again. But he's running and he's on the roof and
Yep.
he's like swinging around and stuff. That stuff didn't look great, but that's like the only thing in the whole
The rest of that
season, I
sequence looks
think.
cool as shit. It's really hard to detract from it.
Yeah.
You also get, Daredevil pushing a dude off a building.
He does. Well,
Does he
I
push
think he
him or
just
does he
lets
just
him
let him go?
fall. I don't
Yeah,
think he really pushes him,
at that point, it's pretty much the same thing.
I guess.
He
When you're
lands with a fucking thud, too. It is rough.
When you're a vigilante, you
When
could
you're
stop
good-
him.
When you're a good Catholic boy.
Exactly. A good Catholic boy that Matt Murdock is.
Yep,
Yeah,
definitely not a violent slut.
And obviously, Foggy eats it
Yeah, he does.
here too.
Were you expecting Foggy to eat it?
Yes,
Yeah?
because I knew about it
Oh, right.
months in
Okay.
advance. Thank you, Internet.
Why do you do these things to yourself?
I like to read stuff about movies and games.
You've gone on record multiple times telling me you can't read.
I can't read, like, books.
Oh, it needs to be on a screen.
It needs to be on a screen. Well,
Have you
no, because
considered
then
a Kindle?
I wouldn't. No, I can't. No, it has to be non-story.
Okay,
Know
so
what I mean?
comic books right out.
Fuck. I need pictures as well. There you go.
Yeah, okay. You got me.
Good intro, and then cut to a year later. He's not Daredevil anymore. Look.
He's just a lawyer, man.
Look, they do this every season, and it's really just getting annoying.
I can't be Daredevil anymore. My Catholic guilt won't let me.
The whole first
Next-
season, he wasn't Daredevil.
Fucking 12 months later, I guess I'll be Daredevil again. Where are my nunchucks?
And then they did it again season 2, season 3. Here we are again. Season 4, he's Daredevil for very little of the show. Just next season, please, let him be Daredevil the whole fucking time.
Hey,
Please.
he got to be Daredevil for a decent amount in She-Hulk.
Sure.
Hey,
That was one episode, though.
Just for my own curiosity, where does that appearance in She-Hulk take place relative to this show?
No idea.
No idea.
No idea.
'Cause I am trying to figure out, like, because he starts this show in a relationship, kind of, with Karen,
Yeah.
and then
Well, it's
he's
continuing on from the Netflix show.
Yeah.
The She-Hulk thing really throws a wrench in.
Look, Matt Murdock's a slut. We all know this.
He is, but he goes to. Wait, where's She-Hulk take place? San Francisco?
West Coast. So I would imagine San Francisco.
Yeah. He goes there, gets a new suit made
Yep. Gets the ketchup and mustard suit.
that he only wears for that. We've only seen him wear it that one time.
Have to assume he only
that episode of She-Hulk.
He thought it was the same suit. He can't tell.
You know, at the end of She-Hulk, she does leave the show and go into.
The real world.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
They could probably just pass it off as like that was just an alternate.
But then she goes back into the
Reality or
show
something.
and is having the family barbecue, and Matt's there.
Yeah. It's I have no idea how She-Hulk fits into any of this now.
Look, I'm not condoning cheating. I don't think cheating is good. But when it's She-Hulk, if you squint, I can see it. You know what I mean?
Sure.
I like
I get
Deborah
it.
Ann Woll. I like Karen. Cool character, cool actress.
Mm-hmm.
She-Hulk, though. Not that Matt
She-Hulk's
would know.
pretty
He's
cool.
fucking blind.
He gets a sense. He gets an aura.
Uh-huh.
Paige moved to San Francisco. Yeah, she's gone as well. Even she's not dead. She just left.
Now she's making out with She-Hulk.
Exactly. That's the next season of She-Hulk.
Oh, I'd fucking watch that. Ally McBeal, but with lesbians.
Surely there was a lesbian in Ally McBeal at some point.
I'm just old enough to know what it is, not to have watched it.
Dex is given a life sentence for his crimes.
Seems pretty chuffed about it. There's some really good face acting from Cox in this scene, in the courtroom scene. He does a lot of little mannerisms that, I don't know, I feel like a lot of actors would just commit to the emotion of being like visibly frustrated. But he does like he clenches and makes a face and potentially looks very silly, but I think it works.
Sure. He does a lot of that during the series. A lot of the...
It's because he doesn't know what he looks like.
Right. He's never seen himself in a mirror. Well, not for a while. He hasn't seen himself in a mirror.
He hasn't seen this himself. When he last saw himself, he was a child actor.
Exactly. He was a child actor. Yeah, exactly. Murdock gets set up with the therapist lady. They have a date. The first time this chick showed up, I was like, she looks familiar. Mm-hmm. But I feel like I've seen her in something.
I was going to say, here comes the part where you tell me exactly what she's in. And I'm like, oh yeah, but no, I can't think of a fucking thing.
She's kind of a side character in the movie Adventureland.
Oh, God.
Like, I noticed her straight away as someone I had seen before.
Adventureland. Is that Kristen Stewart, Jesse...
Yeah, and Jesse Eisenberg.
Yeah.
Really good movie, which I like a lot. And also Ryan Reynolds is in it as the, maintenance guy that works at the park. Yeah,
no, he looks like a fucking theme park maintenance guy. I buy that.
But yeah, that movie's great. Yeah, she's like a second-hand love interest for Jesse Eisenberg's character for a moment. Well, like Kristen Stewart's the main love interest.
Yeah, right.
Let's say there's a love triangle.
Does not mean what you think it means.
She's there. She's just
the secondary love interest.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Second-hand love interest sounds far more insidious.
I mean, you can take it either way, whatever way you want to take it. All right?
I will.
I'm just saying she's there.
You creep.
Yeah, so anyway, that's where she's from. That's where I remember seeing her from. And, okay, yeah, so this thing. After taking time away to recover from a vigilante attack, Wilson Fisk announces he's running for mayor. Did you finish Echo?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Oh, shit, we're going to have to review that at some point.
We are.
I don't remember a ton of Echo, I'm going to be honest. Mostly because I watched it forever ago, and also, it kind of goes off the rails, I think, at the end. It's got some cool shit in it. I remember enjoying it well enough, but it gets weird.
Right.
Mostly, I just remember him getting shot in the fucking face at the end of Hawkeye.
Hawkeye, yeah.
I imagine that's
Is that the vigilante attack?
Because he's in Echo. I just don't remember in what capacity.
Interesting. Because now I'm wondering if Echo even ties into this as well.
Yeah, not much from what I remember.
Maybe... Here's a theory. Maybe this is still its own universe, technically speaking.
You think this is like a sub-universe within the MCU and will get folded in?
Yes. Theoretically. Maybe.
Perhaps. They don't really mention a lot of stuff. There's not a lot of connective tissue to many established MCU things.
No.
Because, they are in New York, and New York is kind of ground zero for most MCU shenanigans.
What's his face shows up at the bank.
Jamal Khan's dad, yep.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, I guess that's the main thing, right?
Yeah. Interesting. Anyway, he wins. There we go. Oh, and also...
He does. He wins really quickly. I was kind of expecting, while watching this, that we'd at least get an episode.
A few episodes. Right.
Just one.
Just one. No, all happens in this episode, and also his wife had an affair, which I think he wasn't there, so...
He did fuck off.
Like, doesn't really
But
count.
he also got shot in the face, so there's got to be some sympathy for him. Not a lot, because he's a monster.
I mean, did she really know what happened to him, though? Like, or did he just disappear?
It's hard to tell where exactly in the Kingpin timeline Vanessa fucked off. If it was before the shooting in the face in Hawkeye, or after, or somewhere in between during the events of Echo. I guess we'll find this out when we watch Echo again, in some cases.
Maybe. We'll see. So the second episode now, Optics. This is the only episode that is credited as being written by the original writers that were fired.
Is Optics technically a blind joke? Like, I know what they're going for.
I guess. I don't know.
Good stuff.
Hector Ayala encounters two men, Powell and Kel Shanahan, beating up Nikki Torres in a subway station. Ayala attempts to break up the fight, and Torres runs away. When Shanahan trips and is killed by a train, Powell reveals that they are police officers and arrests Ayala for murder. Murdock, using his heightened senses, believes Ayala's story and decides to represent him. Cherry, now working as Murdock's investigator, learns that Ayala is the vigilante White Tiger. Murdock convinces the judge in Ayala's case to withhold this information, believing it would unfairly bias the jury. To improve optics during his first days as a mayor, Fisk meets with young journalist BB Urich, who reveals that popular NYPD Commissioner Gallo is poised to resign in protest of Fisk becoming mayor. Fisk threatens to expose Gallo's infidelity to stop him from resigning. Fisk and Vanessa start attending couples therapy with Glenn. Murdock tracks down Torres and fights Powell and another corrupt police officer, allowing Torres to escape assassination. The corrupt officers have tattoos of a skull, the symbol of the lethal vigilante Frank Castle / Punisher.
My reaction to that entire scene, just that scene in general, the confrontation at the apartment, it's a cool fight.
Yep.
It gets fucked violent.
Uh-huh. Yes.
It is the second most violent thing that happens in this show, and we're only 2 episodes in.
Uh-huh.
And, like, seeing a man's elbow bone jutting through, like, not quite breaking the shirt material, but you see it, and there's blood. It's like, that's just vague enough to be fine, but it's also fucked up. At that point, I was like, "Oh, this is fucking cool." And then the sleeve drops and the Punisher tattoo, and then I like jumped out of my seat doing the fucking Once Upon a Time. I was very excited. The idea of corrupt cops wearing the brand of the fucking Punisher. It's so fucking cool to know where that's going, because there's only one way that goes.
Mm-hmm.
Badly.
Oh yeah, there is. For the cops. Bad for the cops.
Mm-hmm. Kind of bad for everyone involved, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, really. Cool to see White Tiger.
Yeah!
Well, even though he doesn't have his amulet, because it was taken away from him.
Yeah. Well, there's like a couple of shots here and there of him in the suit doing vigilante shit. Yeah. And the suit looks fine. I'm happy with the suit.
The suit's fine.
Wish we could have seen more of the suit.
Yeah.
White Tiger's one of those guys in the comics that, like, White Tiger's not anyone's favorite that I know of. But, like...
Are we talking about Power Rangers?
Absolutely not.
White Tiger. My favorite.
Our Power Ranger ranking podcast will come one day.
Oh, yeah. Well, hey, they're doing that HD remaster thing.
Fuck. Fuck. Oh, no. I've done it.
Whole 3 seasons of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
How long can a season be?
Long. Oh. I mean, it was every day. That was a daily show.
Shit. Okay, maybe not that. Yeah, look, White Tiger is no one's favorite Marvel guy or girl, as the case may be. But it is fucking cool to see that character.
Yeah.
Always like a constant background player. And what the fuck? Why is my phone going off? All right, that was weird.
Was your phone telling you? Was your phone correcting you, like saying White Tiger actually is someone's favorite? Okay.
Fucking AI will be the death of me. Look, okay. White Tiger's no one's favorite, but always a constant like background player in Punisher stories and Daredevil stories, and it's fucking cool to see them in the MCU.
Yes.
That was the point I was getting at.
I
Before
agree.
my phone so rudely fucking interrupted.
Also-
Thanks, Ultron.
Actually, you'll see that White Tiger is beloved by many a people.
I mean, look, as a Hispanic superhero, probably has a fan base.
I thought you were calling yourself a Hispanic superhero.
Ay, Dios mío, no.
Yeah, this is a good episode. This is not a whole lot happens in this one, really. I mean, it's them trying to.
It does sort of set up the arc for the first bit of the season, because this Hector case takes another 2 episodes to resolve,
Nope.
give or take.
Next episode, it's
Is it
resolved.
just the one?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, never mind then.
Baby Urik's here.
Yep,
The-
that's a fun reveal.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, have we met fucking shithead Daniel yet?
He's definitely in this episode for sure.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
He's James Gandolfini's son, is that right?
Yes. Correct.
Wild.
So, apparently, before James Gandolfini passed away, at some point, somebody was doing. They were going to make another Daredevil movie or something. Apparently, James Gandolfini was in line to be Kingpin, which would have been interesting.
Yeah, I could see it. Sure. Weirder choices have been made.
True. Yeah, he's a fucking douchebag guy.
Oh, he's such a little slime ball. He's kind of perfect in that I fucking hate him.
Exactly. Well, yeah. You're supposed to, I think. I'm pretty sure that's what you're supposed to do.
Like, you kind of feel sorry for him for a little bit, and then as the show goes, it's like less feeling sorry for and more fucking loathing him.
Yes. Very good. And yes, that... And, oh yeah, also the couples therapy thing is interesting.
Yeah, it's a fun little twist on things. Mm-hmm. Another way that Matt and Kingpin's fucking lives intersect. Just can't fucking get rid of each other.
Absolutely not. Episode 3, The Hollow of His Hand. Fisk and Vanessa avoid their previous criminal activities while Fisk is mayor. 2 leaders of New York City's gangs, Luca and Victor, begin to fight amongst themselves. Fisk believes they should let the gangs kill each other to help build a lasting peace, but Vanessa is frustrated that her work is being undone. She sends Fisk's right-hand man, Buck Cashman, which is a great name, to order Luca to pay $1.8 million restitution to Victor. Cherry brings Torres to testify at Ayala's trial, but Torres is intimidated by the police and says he was never assaulted. With no other options, Murdock reveals Ayala's identity as the White Tiger in court. He's criticized by the judge and district attorney Benjamin Hochberg for his hypocrisy. With new witness accounts and police records detailing Ayala's heroic deeds as White Tiger, Murdock and McDuffie successfully convince the jury to find Ayala not guilty. In an interview with BB, Fisk denounces the trial's results and vows to uphold his anti-vigilante stance. Despite Murdock's warning that Ayala should stop being White Tiger, Ayala goes out on patrol and is murdered by a man wearing the Punisher's symbol.
That fucking sucked. What a fucking gut punch of an ending. Goddamn.
Look, it had to go... It was
There
one
was
of
no
two
way-
ways.
Yeah.
Like, he was going to either go to jail and get killed in jail, or he was going to get out and get killed. Like,
There was no other way this was going to go, but it's still very sad.
Yeah.
What is that actor's name? Because he is very good.
He is, yeah.
And the one notable thing that I actually know
Delos
about him.
Reyes.
So he passed away last Christmas? Is that correct?
Yeah, I believe so, yes.
Which,
yes,
that's
December...
an absolute downer.
Oh, no, he actually... 2023 he died.
Oh,
December
2023.
24. This show's been coming for a while, so...
Yeah, no, that is fair. Yeah, when I read that, I was like, oh, that's a bummer. He seemed quite good. Not that they'd, use him in anything else on account of the character being dead. But, yeah, that's a bummer. Hey, you want to know what Buck Cashman looks like in the comics? Because you said the name, and I was like, I knew his name was Buck, but I didn't realize Buck Cashman was the full name. So that's got to be a comic character.
Right.
He looks fucking incredible. Like, if you shaved his head, look, he looks like, what if Kingpin was Lemmy from Motorhead? And yeah,
I was about to say, he
kinda,
definitely looks like he would work for the Kingpin.
Absolutely. He looks like he's second in line at the buffet.
This actor, by the way, is also in Indiana Jones and the Great Circle as
Really?
Baranka?
How do you spell that?
Peruvian. He's a Peruvian guide in that game. I'm not going to say the rest of what this says because it would spoil the game for people, including myself. But
Oh, god damn it. Oh, I was gonna say he's playing the guy from the fucking first movie.
oh,
'Cause
this
that
happens in the
game-
movie.
Well, that game starts with the iconic switching the idol with the bag of sand running from the boulder thing.
Okay, right.
So,
gotcha.
and yeah, so you've got Barranca and the guy played by Dr. Octopus.
Uh-huh. Right.
Yep.
I remember. It's all coming back to me now.
Yep, I bet it is.
Great. Yes, unfortunately, yes, he passed away, so... I don't know... I mean, this show is so based around... Like, everything leads off of his death, so... I would imagine that this was planned from the beginning. It wasn't like they wrote him out of the show or anything.
This doesn't seem like a pivot or anything. Also, I believe in the comics, his daughter picks up the mantle of White Tiger eventually, so I wouldn't be surprised if down the line you see a new White Tiger.
I would say so. She definitely seems like she's ready to kick some ass.
She's ready to throw down.
Yeah, for sure.
Plus, we've got a Young Avengers lineup to fill.
Yep. Why not?
Fuck it. Everyone,
go for it.
Get in the Avengers bus.
If you're a child of some sort, maybe you've just turned 18, as long as you're like around that age, get in this team, please.
15 to 18, have superpowers maybe. Get
You
on
don't
the
even need
bus.
superpowers. Can you shoot a bow and arrow?
We don't have a Quinjet, but we do have a bus.
Let's go for it.
Got snacks.
Gotta have snacks.
We got orange slices. Gonna need
Oh,
them.
yeah. That'll at least bring Ant-Man in. He loves those.
He would absolutely coach a Young Avengers team.
Absolutely. Oh, that'd be great. That'd be so good.
I've immediately convinced myself that this is a good idea.
Yeah, you've convinced me too as soon as you
Shit.
said it. Hell yeah.
It took
That'd
no
be
effort.
so good. And he's just like completely wrong about everything. And they're like,
Yep.
whatever he says to do the opposite. And that's
Yeah.
how we get the job done.
Perfect. Yeah, his heart's in the right place, but he is an idiot. It's weird how he's the most competent person he knows, apart from, like, the scientists.
Right.
Like, in his normal everyday life, he's somehow the smartest man, but then when you throw him in with the Avengers, he's the idiot.
Yeah, exactly.
Wonder what that's like.
This is I really like this episode, by the way. Like the whole courtroom drama thing. Like this is definitely like If you're not going to have Daredevil beating people up, then this is
You've
the,
got to
this is
nail
the
the
next thing
law
to do.
aspect.
Yes, exactly.
Really
good episode.
tension. There's like the tense sequence of them getting the witness to the stand,
Yep.
and like you've got multiple different sequences happening at the same time where it's like one car's getting pulled over by cops, and it's not that car, but there's a mix-up and there's a switch around. Oh, that shit's so good. Hook that shit straight into my veins.
Do love a good red herring.
Yeah.
Big fan.
Also, fuck these cops. God, they suck.
They sure do. Episode number 4, Sic Semper Systema. Murdock is confronted by Ayala's niece, Angela Del Toro, who believes the police are responsible for Ayala's death. Murdock comforts her with hope that the killer will be brought to justice. At marriage counselling, Fisk and Vanessa discuss her affair with Adam, and Glenn privately asks Vanessa if she feels safe around Fisk. Fisk's plan to rebuild the city's ports faces several hurdles, including bureaucratic procedures, gang infighting, and his protege, Daniel Blake, drunkenly leaking details to BB, who reports that Fisk is a union buster. Despite his anger, Fisk decides not to fire Blake when the latter expresses his deep loyalty. Murdock investigates the site of Ayala's murder, and finds a bullet casing with the Punisher's symbol on it. He tracks down Castle and suggests that he should take responsibility for those who are misusing the Punisher symbol. Castle calls out Murdock for not killing Dex as retribution for Nelson's death. Later that night, Murdock practices with his Daredevil billy clubs. Fisk eats dinner next to an imprisoned Adam, and the masked serial killer Muse drains blood from a victim.
Wonder if there's like a meaningful distinction between billy clubs and curly sticks, and like if we could just call them curly sticks because billy clubs sounds dumb.
That's what I know him as.
Yeah, I guess. Man, Daredevil does a great job of finding the Punisher when apparently no one else fucking can.
You know, they've worked together before. He knows that guy.
I can hear a fucking bullet casing rattling around in a gutter 15 fucking meters away. Where is that?
His eyes don't work, but that hearing is just incredible. It's amazing. If only everyone had the hearing of Daredevil, but not the eyesight.
I'm already halfway there.
Well,
on the eyesight, not the hearing. The hearing's
What about
fucked.
the hearing?
No, I go to too many concerts.
Ah, damn, jeez, that's fucked.
I can hear really well, but the qualifier there is that I can only hear the ringing.
Right.
But man, I can hear that ringing.
Let's see, what do we got? This is kind of I wouldn't say it's a filler episode because some stuff happens.
Look, it was the first episode. It was the first episode of this series where you messaged me ahead of time and said, "Be aware, there's a spoiler on Disney Plus."
Right. What the fuck? Like, immediately you go there and it's just the fucking thumbnail is him and Punisher together. Like, what the fuck? Come on.
Yeah, why would you do that? And it's not even the only time they do it this fucking season.
Yeah, they did it again later.
Same spoiler, different episode.
In the final episode.
Stop doing that.
Fucking dumb. Anyway, yes, lots of legal stuff here with Fisk doing lots of government bureaucratic stuff.
Yeah, it's there's some like character building in there. You see that Fisk is really, really okay with people fucking up if they're little shitheels who swear their fucking allegiance to him. The Punisher showing up. We love the Punisher, and that scene between Frank and Matt is very, very good.
Very good scene.
High
that's
emotions.
a great scene, and
also,
the episode before
Punisher's
this,
not even wrong. Like, you dropped him off a building, you may as well have just done the rest.
Exactly, yeah. The episode before this, or the one before that, Fisk had like bloody knuckles. which led us to believe that he'd just like beat the shit out of that guy. But no, it's much worse in that he's just keeping him as a prisoner in his fucking dungeon.
Yeah, he's my punching bag now. And also my dinner guest.
Jesus Christ.
That guy's fucked up. Like, we've
Sure
known
is.
since the Netflix stuff that Fisk is, like, not well. I think this is the best indication of how not well he is.
Very not well, indeed.
Very, very not well. Hey, Muse looks fucking creepy as shit.
Yeah, he looks like Muse. It's fine.
Yeah, he does look like Muse.
Yeah. What do you think of Muse as a villain
Well, like, generally, like, in this or in
Yeah.
the comics, or...
in general?
Look, I like the idea of, superheroes dealing with less superpowered and more just serial killer-esque villains. I think that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy's got a gimmick that I really appreciate.
Sure. Yeah.
Like, it's fucked up in a way that I'm like, okay, that's interesting. You did it. Good job.
Graffiti with blood.
But also, at the end of the day, he's just a guy, so the inevitable confrontation is just like, what did you how did you think this was going to go?
Yeah, right, yeah. Yeah, that's... yeah. He's fine.
Yeah,
He's there.
fine. He's got a good look. He's got a creepy fucking hideout, and I like the gimmick.
Yes. Episode 5, With Interest. On St. Patrick's Day, Murdock goes to New York Mutual Bank to discuss a loan for his law firm. His application is denied by assistant bank manager Yusuf Khan due to the firm's penchant for taking on clients who cannot afford to pay. After Murdock leaves, a group of criminals led by Devlin enter the bank and take everyone hostage. They work for Luca and are attempting to steal the $1.8 million he needs to pay Victor. Murdock hears them and returns to the bank. When the police arrive, Devlin talks with hostage negotiator Detective Angie Kim. Murdock takes out two of the robbers while Khan stalls for time at the bank vault. Murdock opens the vault and they find a rare diamond that the robbers are targeting. Murdock pretends to give the diamond to Devlin as the police enter the bank. Devlin gives the parcel to an accomplice among the hostages, who later realizes that she does not have the diamond. Devlin disguises himself as a police officer and leaves, but is caught and injured, which is one way to put it, by Murdock. Later, Murdock secretly returns the diamond and accepts an offer to have dinner with Khan's family.
What do you mean?
This is a fun episode.
Is he not injured?
That's an injury.
Did he die, though?
He didn't die, but fuck, his leg's fucked. I can tell you that.
He didn't die, but he'll wish he did.
Jesus Christ. Or is it both legs?
I think it's both.
He's fucked up. He's not walking ever again.
Yeah, it's not
God damn.
great. This is a fun episode, though. You're right.
Yeah.
I don't want to say it's my favorite, but it is the one that I look back on and think, that one was really good. I don't know what the fuck people are on about.
It is kind of a filler episode in that this is a bottle episode. It's like, it takes place in the one place. All the characters are here. It doesn't leave. It takes place in, a short amount of time.
And there aren't that many, far-reaching ramifications.
Right. This is just, there's some robbers. They're trying to get a diamond, and Daredevil's gonna try and stop him. And
I think what this episode does for me really is demonstrate that I would be fine with MCU shows if they just wanted to do serialized bottle episode type shit every week.
Mm-hmm.
If they just make it good. And this is an entertaining watch.
We talk about street level helping people not happening enough in the MCU.
Mm-hmm.
And just fucking Matt Murdock goes to the bank and then there's a thing that he has to try and stop. That kind of stuff is really cool.
But he directly gets involved as Matt Murdock. Has to juggle the secret identity thing, which never happens anymore because no one has a fucking secret identity in the MCU.
Right.
It's all fun stuff.
It's a good throwback to the Hulk TV show, Incredible Hulk TV show, where he was going from town to town, and there'd be something every week in the new town that he'd have to deal with.
Yep.
And then he'd turn into the Hulk at some point and
And then
smash
you see
stuff.
him hitchhiking down the road with
Exactly.
the sad piano.
Exactly. We don't get enough of that.
No.
I'd like to see more of it.
Absolutely.
I agree. Yeah, fun episode.
Fun having Kamala Khan's dad there. It's a weird cameo, but I'm in for it.
Sure.
I also like Kamala Khan's dad. He's a cool, fun guy.
Yeah, he's great. Good dad, that one.
Yeah. In a cinematic universe full of shit dads, he's pretty fucking good. He's like right up the top.
He is, yeah. He was really good in the game, too, in the Avengers game.
Yep.
That character. So
Yeah, I think Kamala Khan's dad is like a universally beloved character in all mediums.
yeah, I think so. Episode 6, Excessive Force. After the failed robbery, Luca visits Fisk and refuses to pay the $1.8 million to Victor. Fisk raises the amount to $2.8 million and gives Luca a week to pay it. He then learns from the city's sanitation department that Muse is using human blood in his street art. Muse later leaves the bodies of 2 victims next to a new mural as public confirmation of his actions. Fisk learns of this during a fundraiser with the city's elites, including socialite Jack Duquesne, who, I guess that is another crossover character.
Oh, yeah. Yep. There's your other tie to the MCU.
Who are against his port rebuild plans. To deal with Muse, Fisk establishes an anti-vigilante task force, the AVTF, with additional powers and recruits notorious police officers such as Powell and former detective Cole North. Angela believes Ayala was investigating Muse before his death and asks Murdock to continue his work. When Murdock refuses, she goes herself and is abducted by Muse. Alerted to her disappearance, Murdock finally decides to suit up as Daredevil. He finds Muse's lair, fights Muse, and rescues Angela, but Muse gets away. Meanwhile, Fisk gives Adam an axe and challenges him to a fight in which Fisk beats him and drags him back to his cell.
Now, is it fair to say that Fisk challenges Adam to a fight? Like, he's like, yeah, come at me, bro, with an axe. But also, this man's like barely been fed, been kept prisoner in a fucking 3 square meter cell in the dark.
Yeah.
Is it a fight, though?
And Fisk is just a little bit bigger than him.
Fisk
too.
looks like he ate 3 of Adam.
Yeah, exactly.
He's like, there is a constant plot point throughout this fucking series of him actually getting bigger.
Yeah. This is another episode that I don't really remember a lot about, except for when, Murdock finally goes to confront Muse.
Yeah, 2/3 of the way through this series.
Yes, it's episode 6. It's taken him a few episodes to get back to being Daredevil.
He did wear the black like half balaclava thing.
He did.
He did wear his like old Street Justice clothes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is another episode. Apart from that one thing with Muse, I don't really remember too much about this. Yeah, again, a lot of bureaucratic stuff here.
Yeah, lots of intrigue and not a lot of connective tissue, but nothing really like the fight between Muse and Daredevil's fun and kind of surprising that Muse, considering who he is, manages to put up a fight.
Yeah,
he does surprisingly well.
Yeah, well. If he didn't get away, we wouldn't have episode 7, Art for Art's Sake. A recuperating Angela tells the police that Daredevil saved her and directs them to Muse's lair. Kim reports to Fisk, who is angry that Daredevil has returned, that the primary suspect for Muse is a troubled young man named Bastion Cooper. Luca asks Vanessa to return to her criminal activities behind Fisk's back. In a session with Glenn, Bastion thanks her for helping him to embrace his true identity. She realizes he is Muse, and Bastion knocks her unconscious. Murdock and the AVTF separately find paintings of Glenn in Muse's lair and go to save her. As Daredevil, Murdock arrives at Glenn's office first and rescues her. As the AVTF prepares to enter, Glenn fatally shoots Muse before fainting. Murdock stabilizes her before the AVTF arrives. Fisk gives credit for stopping Muse to the AVTF and publicly declares them to be heroes. Blake threatens BB into removing eyewitness mentions of Daredevil's involvement in the incident from her blog. A recovering Glenn tells Murdock that she heard Daredevil say her name. Vanessa seemingly sends Luca to kill Fisk, but this is a trap, and Cashman kills Luca. I will be back. You could just discuss what I just said.
Oh god, I gotta discuss things on my own. That's horrifying. Okay, so there's something really funny about how both not the police, but the task force and Daredevil both find paintings of Glenn at the hideout and have to connect the dots to find out who it is. The task force have the benefit of being able to see the paintings and thus figure that out pretty quickly. Like, it can't be that hard. Although I guess there's a lot of people in New York City, so maybe it is. Whereas Daredevil specifically has to remove his glove, touch the painting, and, like, you have to assume it's the right painting, feel the lines of the painting, and hope to God that it is an accurate painting of this person. And then also have touched that person's face before to recognize them because he is blind.
The painting thing was really crazy.
I mean, look, it's cool.
It's
but
a
also,
stretch.
It's a stretch. Look, all I'm saying is the task force have a real leg up on Daredevil here because there are so many things working against him not being able to figure that out.
Yes,
Muse
exactly.
must be a hell of an artist. I was looking at that painting being like, I guess it looks like her.
Kinda, maybe, if you, like, turn it this way.
Hey, it's a bit abstract. Whereas Matt's just like, that's her. I'd know
This is
that face
absolutely
anywhere.
her.
It's all oily, just like...
It's all bumpy. Yeah. The painting thing was weird. I forgot about the painting thing.
I didn't. It's very funny. It's a stretch, but, like, it's Daredevil. How the fuck else are you gonna make blind superhero, like, do his thing and be
Sure.
compelling to watch?
Yeah. I was expecting her to die in this episode. Straight up.
Absolutely.
Like, once he was...
That's what Matt Murdock needs, is more angst.
Yeah, exactly. Once he showed up at the office and started talking to her and stuff, I was like, oh, she's fucking gone.
She's fucked.
But no, like, she shoots him and he dies.
Yeah, and she's like, moving forward from this, she's like, no, I did it. It was me. Daredevil didn't even help at all. Whereas, like, no, you would have been dead. You would not have been You would not be at the point where you could shoot him in the back.
Right. Without having some sort of distraction.
Like, you were pretty fucking dead, lady. I'm just saying, you had to have a cool fight scene between Daredevil and Muse for this to happen. Let's not pretend.
Mm-hmm.
But she gets really anti-Daredevil, which makes sense considering, like, her talk about masks and masked vigilantes up to this point. Like, that makes sense. But it is still kind of really annoying to hear that bit be like, Daredevil didn't save me, I saved me. Like, bitch, you did not.
Technically, but also you had help.
You had to be taken to the point of saving yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
And, like, you may not like vigilantes, you may not like Daredevil, you may think he's a creep because he said your name. But also, you got to recognize that he totally helped you save yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And also, he, like, impales that kid with his fucking Billy Club grappling hook thing.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yes.
Fuck.
Oh, that was great.
If he didn't die
really
in that
good.
fight, he was going to have a bad time.
Mm-hmm. Good stuff. Episode 8. Isle of Joy. Dex is moved from solitary confinement to Gen Pop on Fisk's orders. Fisk also reveals his imprisonment of Adam to Vanessa and watches as she kills him, promotes Blake to Deputy Mayor of Communications, and invites Glenn to his Black and White Ball fundraiser. Murdock realizes that Fisk is Glenn's patient, further straining their relationship as he contests her anti-vigilante views. They love writing anti-vigilante.
It's a big plot point.
At Josie's bar, Murdock learns that Nelson was celebrating an impending court win the night he died. Believing Fisk hired Dex to silence Nelson, Murdock interrogates Dex and injures him. Dex later kills his doctor and a guard before escaping prison. At the ball, Fisk blackmails Duquesne, who is the sword-wielding vigilante swordsman.
What?
Yeah.
No way.
I mean...
That's wild.
Not that it's been discussed at all.
No,
But-
it is. In the
Is it?
start of one of the episodes, you know how they've got the BB fucking talking to citizens blog thing?
Oh, okay.
That does come up in there. There's some, like, fucking phone footage of a dude fighting off people in the park with a sword.
Okay. There you go. Another socialites into supporting his port project. BB, who is aware of Fisk's involvement in her uncle Ben Urich's murder, asks Gallo to help bring down Fisk and the AVTF. Murdock deduces that Vanessa hired Dex to kill Nelson and confronts her. As Fisk starts to tell Glenn that Murdock is Daredevil, Dex arrives and shoots at Fisk. Murdock jumps in front of the bullet and is critically wounded.
Fucking bullseye. What a bro. Saving that secret identity.
Absolutely. Yeah, he's a great guy.
As all of this is going down, Matt has to know that that's about to happen. Do you think he's thinking, back of his mind, just like, well, at least that'll interrupt that conversation.
Right.
One less problem to deal with. Now I've just got a bullet in me.
Least of his problems.
Yeah, look, he's got a lot going on.
This, oh yeah, Vanessa kills Adam here, which,
Turns out they're both fucked up and
Yeah,
perfect
well-
for each other.
yeah, exactly. They really dig each other, I guess.
And now they have family dinners down in the horror basement together.
Yeah,
Hooray.
everyone's happy
Not
except for
Adam.
Adam.
You know what? He's probably happier dead than he was in
Well,
the fucking
yeah,
cage.
he's probably happier now than he was. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, another episode where I don't remember much except for the bit at the end where Matt jumps in front of a bullet for Fisk.
There is a really good interaction between Matt and Bullseye at the prison, where he requests that Matt come in and talk to him.
Right.
And he fucking... Matt beats the fuck out of him in the, like, interview room, and then calls the guard, just be like, he tried to beat
Right.
tried to beat himself to death.
Yeah.
Fucking lunatic. And then he kills a fucking prison orderly with his tooth.
Yeah.
It's cool as fuck.
That's very cool.
Bullseye's fucking rad.
Yes.
Unless he's Irish. We should watch that Bullseye and rank it someday.
Sure.
Hey, that's another one that we have to rank somewhere down the line is Deadpool 3.
Yep. Deadpool is on the list.
Because I had forgotten that, really, we could have had a Daredevil cameo in that one. That wouldn't have been too far out of the realm of possibility, considering its love for Fox movies. But no.
Yes.
Oh, I guess we got Elektra.
We someone was there.
Yeah, I would have preferred Colin Farrell. Would have been funnier.
It would have been pretty cool, yeah.
Cool? Not the word I'd use.
I reckon it would have been cool. Episode 9, Straight to Hell. A year and a half earlier, Vanessa asks Dex to kill Nelson, who is working on a case which could expose her activities in Red Hook, in exchange for his old life. In the present, Dex escapes the ball and Murdock is hospitalized. Fisk cuts off the power to New York City and orders Cashman to kill Murdock, who escapes to his apartment, Finding Castle. Both fight AVTF officers, including North, revealed as Ayala's murderer. The pair reunite with Paige, who asks Castle to protect Murdock after learning of Dex's escape. Murdock and Paige track down Nelson's case and discover the Fists are trying to establish a city-state in Red Hook. Castle fights the AVTF in Red Hook, but is defeated. Fisk's campaign director Sheila Rivera regrettably exposes Gallo's attempt to undermine Fisk, who brutally kills him. Sure does. Fisk declares martial law.
That is probably the most accurate description of that.
Brutally kills him. Fisk declares martial law, outlaws vigilantism, and imprisons Duquesne, Castle, and other dissidents in Red Hook. He offers Glenn the position of mental health commissioner, which she accepts. Murdock recruits Cherry, Kim, and other honest police officers to save the city. In a mid-credits scene, Castle tricks a prison guard and begins to break free.
How stupid you gotta be, honestly.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
Frank Castle's my friend.
Oh, he's talking all nicely. He's got this.
Seems like a nice guy. I don't know
He's got
why
this
he's
Brooklyn
in here.
accent. Like he's very personable.
What a good guy.
He wants me to get close. He wants me to shake his hand. That
Yeah, no
definitely
problem. I'll definitely.
That sounds
I love
like a
this
great
guy.
idea.
I have a
I would
tattoo
never
of
get my
his
fucking
symbol
arm broken by
on
the
my
Punisher.
chest.
Yeah, so God, Fisk killing the police commissioner is maybe
Fucking
the most
brutal.
horrifying thing I've ever seen, especially in a Marvel thing. But on Disney Plus in general, might be the most fucked up visual I've seen.
It's pretty.
It looks like
gross.
something out of fucking Mortal Kombat. Like,
Yeah.
it's not stylized in any way.
No,
it is
it's-
very much just like you see the tears in his flesh. Like,
Yeah.
someone had to look up reference photos for that. You know
Probably.
they did, because if that's what that looks like, I assume that's what that looks like. Because what the fuck?
It's brutal. It's really.
You ever see a man's head get taken off like a fucking bottle cap?
I have. I watched this episode.
Yeah. God damn.
It's extreme. It's graphic.
In other violent stuff that happens in this episode, but is less graphic, the fucking Task Force versus Punisher and Daredevil in the apartment's cool as shit. There's so much fucking rad choreography happening.
Really good.
Meanwhile, fucking Punisher's killing cops left, right, and center, and Daredevil's like, Frank,
like-
stop, and he's like, nope, bam.
I'd rather not.
Yeah, I really think I'm making a good case against these guys. Shotgun blast. And then he goes off on his own to fight more cops, and it's still fucking cool. Damn, if I could just have a full series of Punisher beating the shit out of dirty cops, I'd be happy.
Frank Castle's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's cool as fuck.
I do think it's funny that Karen wanted Frank to protect Matt, and he didn't. Matt got shot in the chest.
Yeah, well, you can't stop every bullet. Or, in fact, any of them.
Very funny. And what else we got? Oh yeah, the campaign director, campaign manager, selling out Gallo, getting him killed. I thought she was on our side.
I genuinely thought, like, that was maybe the most shocking part of.
Yeah.
I mean, apart from the neck twist.
Sure.
Genuinely, thought she was gonna come out good, but no. Fuck you. Hope is dead, and we have killed it.
Hopefully she dies immediately in the beginning of season 2. Can only hope.
I mean, do you reckon she gets fucking bottle cap twisted?
Don't know about that, but
I don't think that they would ever do that to a woman.
probably not.
That seems like a bridge too far.
That's really extreme.
This whole plan to establish a city-state in Red Hook is fucking wild. I'm into it. It's so crazy.
Yeah, and the fact they turn off the power, the whole city, and
Martial law, motherfucker.
Yeah, I love this whole episode of like just everyone's trapped on the island, and it's really cool.
Like, people start fucking looting, as they do in all fictional, situations like this. And cops kill people, and then just like, no, he's a vigilante, and roll the kid's beanie down over his face. I'm like, that's fucked up.
Cops.
Awful.
That totally
All
would
of it.
never happen.
Debatable.
I mean, it was sarcasm.
What do you mean?
Sarcasm.
What is sarcasm?
I don't know. I just heard about it today.
Crazy.
And then Matt's girlfriend getting a job with Fisk.
I'm sure there will be zero repercussions or personal drama for them in the season 2.
Oh, absolutely zero.
They were already in a rocky position because Matt's been understandably weird about her being so close to Fisk.
Mm-hmm.
And she's just like, no, it's fine. He's the mayor. Come on.
He's never done anything bad ever.
But he's
always
a good
good.
guy. I'm his therapist. I know all his deepest, darkest secrets. He's probably fine.
Mm-hmm.
So they're already in a rough spot, and then this is obviously going to have some issues going forward. Any guesses as to where the next season goes?
Well, a little, because they've got this scene which is kind of controversial among people online in that Murdock is recruiting people to help him save the city.
Defend the city, even.
Yeah, defend it, even. Yeah, exactly. And basically, he's got Cherry, he's got Kim, and he's got other police officers in this last scene. Like, that's
I don't know
his
if I'd
team.
be trusting cops ever again after the last 9 episodes.
Yeah.
Like,
So-
just because
so
he's
people
a
are-
fucking walking lie detector doesn't mean everyone can trust cops now.
Right. So yeah, the conversation online is like, why didn't they get any of the defenders, just one of them, to show up in this scene? Like, why is it all just random people? But
there has been some casting news since then.
it has been confirmed that what's her name, Jessica Jones,
Yep.
that actress
Yep.
that I can't remember the name of, will be back in season. Kristen Ritter
There you go.
is coming back for season 2 of Daredevil Born Again. And
Cool.
so Jessica Jones will at least be a part of it.
I'd be down for Luke Cage.
Hell
you know
yeah.
what? I would be down for Netflix Iron Fist to get another crack at it. I think he could do fine.
Okay.
Especially now that he has a gun.
Right. Yeah.
You forgot.
Yeah. Guns. Totally.
Hell yeah. Solve all the problems.
Hell yeah. Nothing bad's ever happened with a gun.
Hey man, they stopped Matt's girlfriend from finding out that he's Daredevil.
That's it. It's true.
Part of me wonders if like another season of this could eventually transition into like a Daredevil Shadowland sort of arc where he assumes control of this city-state and turns it into a fucking hand fortress. I'd be way into... Wait, hand or foot? Which one's the Ninja Turtles and which one's Marvel?
The
Foot Clan is Ninja
Foot
Turtles,
Clan
right?
is Ninja Turtles.
Okay,
Hand.
Hand.
Is, yeah.
Yeah. Shadowland's a fucking weird and cool story. He basically corners off Hell's Kitchen and turns it into his own city-state that he runs.
Yeah.
Let's do that. Why the fuck
Mars says that Born Again episodes 5 to 7 were mid.
not? 5 to 7. I like With Interest a lot. 6 and 7... They're the Muse-heavy episodes.
Yeah. I mean, I like the bank episode.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a few moments. There's a few moments that are good in each episode. But
Yeah, I don't know that
they are
any
very-
of them are bad, but if you're taking the season as a whole, that is like the low point.
yes,
I guess makes
I
sense.
agree.
Like we start high, kind of ebb down, and then we get back up for the end.
Yeah,
For
I
all
think
the
so.
neck snapping goodness. Boy.
All right, now let us talk about. Well, overall, how do you feel about the season?
I think it's really quite strong.
Yeah.
I don't know that it's like Daredevil season 1 or Punisher season 1 or Daredevil season 2 good, but it is like in that ballpark, I think. I don't know, It's been a long time since I've seen the Netflix ones, but it feels in line with the better Netflix stuff.
I agree. I think it's really good. Yes, season 1 of Daredevil is pretty fucking good.
Fucking peak Daredevil, some might
Hell
say.
yeah, it is. But I would say it's up there, at least as close to as good.
Yeah,
Maybe not as good, but
absolutely
close.
in that ballpark.
Yes. So now we talk about our Starks and our Stanks. I don't know who went last. Who went first last time? Was it you? Was it me?
Judging by the Starks, I think I said a couple that undercut yours, so I think it'll be you first this time.
Okay, my first Stark. Disney let him go all out. Violence and naughty words, yay, is what I've written here.
I don't remember a lot of the naughty words, but I definitely remember the violence.
They said fuck a lot, which they never did in the Netflix show.
Yeah, we got some fucks.
There was zero
fucks.
fucks in the Netflix show. And even the violence. I mean, Punisher had some moments of gets pretty violent.
There's a lot of good gun violence in Punisher.
Yeah, even in Daredevil when Punisher was in it with the prison scene where he's stabbing everyone.
Yeah, fuck. I forgot.
It's very violent, but they didn't shy away from it in this reboot, follow-on, whatever you want to call this.
Yeah,
which is good.
Unsurprisingly, my first Stark, very similar. This thing's violent as hell. I don't really care about the language so much, but we do love a good fuck.
I like naughty words.
Yeah, it just feels more natural if you're able to slip them in there, because fuck,
Yeah, exactly.
I know. I do.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, this thing's violent as hell. The two moments in particular that have been called out across this podcast so far, I've never like reflexively covered my eyes, but I was like, oh god, I got so close.
You know, when he was like crushing his head, I was like, oh, it's just gonna be like
They'll
he's just
cut
gonna
away.
like pass out and he'll fall to the ground or something. Like this is what I expect from shows or the MCU at least. I don't know,
little
like,
decency.
Yeah, just he's gonna like have and like he'll just pass out and fall. But
At
no,
the very least, they'll like cut away and show the silhouette of it happening on the wall.
Something
They'll
like
do
that.
something. They'll obscure it. But no, they fucking show that shit, and it's fucked up. And even the elbow thing to that cop in episode 2, I remember seeing and being like, "Oh, woof." Yeah, look, there's some darker ideas in the MCU, but nothing compared to what's going on in this fucking show.
No.
Fucking Fisk has a prisoner in his basement that he keeps and beats on whenever he's bored. Like, it's a dark show.
draining people's blood to paint with.
Yep. It just feels very unique in that way.
Yes. Yeah, it's great.
And I appreciate that. What was your second Stark?
My second Stark is just the overall look of the show. Like, it's really like well shot, and I also, I'm glad we got at least one one-er. And
it's a hell of a one-er.
Yeah, it's a good one-er. I do love them, and they delivered with that one. So yeah, the overall, I just really like the way it's shot, and it doesn't look. It's not. Let's say it doesn't look like Hawkeye.
Sure. Look, I don't hate the way that Hawkeye looks, but I am glad that this doesn't look like Hawkeye.
Yes.
Does definitely give it its own vibe, which I appreciate.
What's your second Stark?
My second Stark is that the cast is really stellar. I'm really glad that they got away with not doing any major recasts, which, with the trivia at the top of the episode, good to know they backtracked on a lot of that.
Yeah, I agree.
Like everyone,
like we said at the beginning, if you're gonna get one of them back, get all of them back.
Absolutely, and everyone who does return from the Netflix stuff has really good chemistry with one another. Like, with the best acting scene in the show, for my money, is the one between Punisher and Matt.
Yeah,
and it's like
the best.
would you have had that if you couldn't get him back?
Right.
What's the Punisher actor's name? I'm blanking on it.
John Bernthal.
John Bernthal. Yeah, if you couldn't get him back, would that scene be as good? Probably not. Maybe, but probably not.
No,
So-
that guy's great.
He's very good.
And yeah, like any scene between those two, they have a few together, and they're all good.
Yep.
Those two are really
Fucking all
really
the
good
stuff with
together.
D'Onofrio and Vanessa,
Yeah.
all that shit's fucked up and awful.
Yep.
They're great.
Everyone's good.
Yep.
My first stank. Something I've mentioned during the episode. I'm getting a bit tired of the trope of Murdock not being Daredevil for most of the season until he once again realizes that he needs to be Daredevil again.
How could we justify the fun Catholicism tinged subtitle of Born Again if we didn't have him not be Daredevil?
But it's every season.
It does happen.
It's every
fucking time.
season.
Water is wet, and Matt Murdock is constantly conflicted with his ability to be Daredevil and a good Catholic boy. It's... I don't know, it kind of would feel weird if they soft rebooted that into the MCU and didn't do it. It's kind of what the show is. Every season, a new
guess,
way for
but
Matt
if
Murdock
they-
to not be Daredevil for half of it.
Look, just next, like I said, next season,
Fucking
just
give me Daredevil, I swear to
just
God.
don't do it again. You've done it 4 times. Please.
They couldn't possibly do it a 5th. Could you imagine?
Oh my god.
Oh, no, that's a fair criticism. Look, I don't necessarily have an issue with it, but that is a fair criticism.
Thank you so much. What's your first stank?
My first stank is that, and again, I don't have a massive problem with this, but the connection to the MCU, like the whole point of this Born Again is to bear it into the MCU. The connections to the MCU are very light. Not a bad thing necessarily, but, you know, if the entire point was to bring it in to this cinematic universe, then the entanglement is very, very minor.
Yeah, it's like we said, like there's all
Like
of
you've already
these questions.
had Matt in a different show, and
Yes.
you've not acknowledged any of that, which is
We also had
fine. It probably wouldn't fit with
Kingpin.
the tone.
also had
Yep.
Kingpin, a different show.
2 different shows.
2 different shows, yeah, and how do they tie in?
And New York is always the place where things happen.
Yeah,
Oh, I do find myself wondering right now, like, what the fuck is Kingpin's void prison during Thunderbolts?
what's Matt's void prison?
Is he still blind in it?
That's the question.
It's a literal void.
He's like, yeah, I can see again.
I had someone bring up to me after listening to this episode, they were like, does his Spidey sense go off when the void's about to get him? Does he feel that? Or how does that work? I'm like, I don't fucking know.
Depends if he feels like he's in danger, I guess.
Yeah, well, look, trauma to that kid is like a fucking second language.
Aha.
He's used to it, I'm
He's
sure.
used to it. My second stank is that it needed more Punisher.
Hard agree. It's not my second stank, but
2 episodes isn't enough.
No, and like he's only there for
He's
a
in
little
one
bit
scene
each
in one of them.
Yeah,
And
and they still spoiled it.
They just fucking gave it away. He's in one scene, and he's immediately
Picked
like,
any other scene.
ugh, God.
You could have like hinted by having the preview on Disney Plus be Matt holding up the bullet casing with the skull on it.
Mm-hmm.
That
Yeah.
would have been fine.
Yes.
But no, you showed his face, his whole face. God damn it.
Yeah. What's your second
Morons.
stank?
My second stank is, God, that ending is such a fucking cock tease. God damn it. I understand that this is like season 1 of an ongoing series.
Yes.
But no other MCU series has ended in such a way that it was like, oh, we're definitely already in the middle of making season 2. And we know kind of where it's going. Mm-hmm. Got to keep you on the hook somehow.
Loki kind of has... Loki ended on a cliffhanger.
Yeah, you know what? Loki did. But also, I don't think I was as invested in Loki as I was in this.
It's fair enough. What about Moon Knight? Moon Knight has an ending.
Yeah, but that is pretty satisfyingly wrapped up. This one is like, we're at the end of Empire here.
Yeah, sure.
Shit's about as bad as it can get.
That's fair enough. Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah. There you go. There's our sucks and our stanks. Good stuff.
I think it would be a more like significant stank if I didn't already know that season 2 was in production and confirmed to be coming.
Right.
If that was like up in the air, I'd be like, oh, it's a dangerous game we play.
Now is the part of the show where we rank
We do
Daredevil Born again, which doesn't seem to be on Letterboxd.
Oh God! What? Okay, can we just put the Netflix series, I guess, or can we put the?
I think our only option
2000s?
is the 2003 motion picture.
Wake me up,
Daredevil.
Wake me up inside.
Wake me, save me.
Call my name and save me from lyrics.
Save me from lyrics.
Save me from lyrics. Man, we've done 44 of these fucking things.
This is number 44.
Alrighty. Well, our current ranking. Would you like me to list
Yes,
that
please.
out? Our current rankings of the MCU are: number 1, Captain America: The Winter Soldier; number 2, Thor: Ragnarok; number 3, Avengers: Endgame; number 4, Iron Man 3; number 5, Guardians of the Galaxy; number 6, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness; number 7, Avengers: Infinity War; number 8, Captain America: Civil War; number 9, Thunderbolts * New Avengers; number 10, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings; Werewolf by Night, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, Moon Knight, The Avengers, Black Panther, Hawkeye, Captain America the First Avenger, Loki Season 1, She-Hulk, Attorney at Law, WandaVision, Ms. Marvel, Eternals, Ant-Man, Doctor Strange, Spider-Man Homecoming, What If Season 1?
Yes.
I only did Season 1, right?
We will do the other 2 seasons at some point.
Iron Man.
I don't know how many seasons there are.
Yeah, Iron Man, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Spider-Man Far From Home, Black Panther Wakanda Forever, Spider-Man No Way Home, Black Widow, Thor Love and Thunder, Thor, The Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special, Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania, Ant-Man and the Wasp, I thought I was having a stroke there, Captain Marvel, Avengers Age of Ultron, The Incredible Hulk, Captain America Brave New World, Thor The Dark World, and currently at the bottom of our list at number 43, Iron Man 2.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think we have to put Daredevil right there at the bottom. Iron Man 2 has to move,
turn.
okay?
It's my turn. Fuck you.
No, obviously jokes.
Anyway,
Iron Man 2
Daredevil's
will
at the
stay there
bottom.
forever.
Where do I even think this goes? I'm kind of looking at where we've got a lot of the TV stuff in our list.
Mm-hmm.
And is it too out of pocket for me to say that this is the best of the TV stuff?
Where do we have...
Moon Knight is number 13.
So I have put it in my list here
Uh-huh.
at number 16, just under Black Panther, above Hawkeye. Because I think Moon Knight's better. I think Moon Knight's more enjoyable.
I think... Yeah, okay. If I look at it from the standpoint of Moon Knight is something fresh and original, and it's got the fun magical girl transformations and the schizophrenia.
Yeah.
I think I agree. It's been so long since I've seen Moon Knight.
Maybe we should do a
Every day I
rewatch.
wake up.
We should rewatch them and rank them.
Oh yeah, we should do that. We'll go right on that. I think above Hawkeye is probably a safe spot for it.
Mm-hmm.
Do I think it's better than Black Panther? Nah. Definitely looks better than most of Black Panther.
Like, if you want to put it above Black Panther, I'll do it.
Yeah, I know you will.
I would go above Black Panther. I just think
I'll go above Black Panther.
I'll go above Black Panther.
In a cave with the bucket straps. No. Look, This is just going back to the fact that this is a series and not a movie. I am absolutely more likely to watch Black Panther again than I am Daredevil Born Again.
Yep.
Also, Black Panther has a fucking killer soundtrack.
Yeah, it does.
Does Daredevil have anything in the way of good music?
It has a decent score, but it's not like nothing's really standing out.
Does it have any credit tracks, like any licensed music? I feel like one does happen, but I can't.
Well, they did build this city on rock and roll, I can tell you that.
Oh, shit. I completely forgot about the choir.
I just remembered that.
Oh, that choir bit is so good. It's not good enough to put it above Black Panther, I don't think. But
it's a really odd. That's the only sort of like really jokey scene in the whole season.
You just can't fucking escape it.
Just like the only broadly comedic scene in the whole season of this show.
Yeah. It's so good. Fisk has no idea how to escape this situation. If there is a circle of hell built specifically for him, it has that fucking song playing.
For sure. In every language.
Yeah, no, I don't think it beats Black Panther, but I think it edges out Hawkeye.
Yeah. Okay.
I think
So
that's a
16's
fair
good?
spot for it. 16 is good.
All right.
Daredevil 2003.
For Daredevil 2003. The director's cut. Obviously, not the original. Because Bullseye says fuck in that one.
Yeah, and if it was the Colin Farrell one, he'd say fuck and not fuck. Or
Well,
maybe he'd say feck.
He does say... But
Does he say...
Is he doing an American accent in that movie, or is he Irish?
No, in that movie, he's Irish as fuck.
Okay, well then he says fuck.
So he's not proper Irish then, because I feel like he'd say feck, or is that Scottish? I can't tell the difference.
I think
They're all the
feck
same.
is like a way around saying fuck.
Okay. With their funny accents. What are they like?
Anyway, here's the new rankings. Number 1, Captain America Winter Soldier. Number 2, Thor Ragnarok. Number 3, Avengers Endgame. Number 4, Iron Man 3. Number 5, Guardians of the Galaxy.
How can you not get out of the top 5 without sounding out of breath?
Number 6, Doctor Strange and Multiverse of Madness. Avengers Infinity War. Captain America Civil War. Thunderbolts. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Werewolf by Night. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Moon Knight, The Avengers, Black Panther. Our new number 16, Daredevil Born Again. Hawkeye, Captain America the First Avenger, Loki, She-Hulk and Tony at Law, WandaVision, Ms. Marvel, Eternals, Ant-Man, Doctor Strange, Spider-Man Homecoming. What if Iron Man, the Falcon and the Winter Soldier? What if Iron Man, the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, huh? Spider-Man Far From Home, Black Panther Wakanda Forever, Spider-Man No Way Home, Black Widow, Thor Love and Thunder, Thor, Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special, Ant-Man the Wasp Quantumania, Ant-Man the Wasp Captain Marvel, Avengers Age of Ultron, The Incredible Hulk, Captain America Brave New World, Thor The Dark World, Iron Man 2.
And there it shall stay for all eternity.
Yeah, I don't see it changing ever.
Look, unless Elon Musk is playing the long game and he's gonna, like, assassinate Trump last minute in the most, like, darkest moment, I don't see my opinion changing on it, and that's a pretty grim point for it to have to get to.
There we go.
I won't even save it as a movie. It's still a bad movie, but I'll have a slightly higher opinion of that one cameo.
Sure. That is the show for this week. Next week, we will be back for the podcast. It'll be 2 days before the Switch 2 comes out. So, I don't know if we're going to... It'll be... I don't know. We have to decide if we're going to do a predictions thing for Switch 2. I don't know what that would be.
What is there to predict? They've been pretty open about
what's the
happening.
packaging inside going to look like, Josh? I don't know.
Pretty stock standard, I imagine.
Probably cardboard, but who can say? I don't know. Anyway, so we can either do an episode before the Switch 2 comes out, or we can do it like on the Friday after the Switch 2 comes out, and we've
After
played
we've
with
had
it for
a day.
Yeah.
I
We'll
don't
see.
mind. It really depends on schedules and how things line up, but I'm happy to postpone a little bit.
Okay. So, Switch 2 is out next week, so we might talk about it on that podcast. The week after that will be Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
I had emotionally prepared myself to watch this months ago,
Yeah.
and then we didn't. And
Yeah,
now
well,
I've got
we-
to do it again.
We had Daredevil, we had Thunderbolts. You know, we had other things.
It's been a good look. We got She-Hulk. We've kept the ball rolling despite hiccups.
Yeah, exactly. We're still going.
We're still back. A dinosaur's tail.
Exactly. So thank you for watching. We'll see you again next week for the podcast. Goodbye.
Bye.